Hey everyone, how's it going? Today is our anniversary, January 6th. In honor of January 6th, and today being our anniversary date, we wanted to tell you a little bit more about our story, about how we met, and a few other questions that we've got written down. Question number 1, when or where did you meet?
We met on Facebook, actually. He became a stalker and he found me and he sent me a message. And I was pretty convinced once I received it that I wasn't about to reply because he could be a serial killer. But I waited a while and then I did reply. And we sort of corresponded for like 2 weeks and then we went on our first date.
I want to interject here and tell you my side of the story, okay? I'm checking out her profile and the first thing that hits me right off the bat is that this girl loves God. And that alone is just like, wow, for real? Like, I mean, I just randomly clicked on this girl and she's beautiful and she's talking about God. And I thought, well, I just felt something inside of me saying, just send her a message. So I thought, this is so weird. And I think I even said that. Something like, this is so weird, stalkerish, I'm sorry. But
you're like, I've never done this before.
Yeah, only like 3 other times. Just kidding. And she replied. So that's technically how we met. Number 2, talk about your first date. First date, really, I just took her to an Italian place. We had a pretty good dinner. I mean, you know, that was not bad. Mine wasn't bad. After that, we went to a movie and we watched the movie, which, by the way, guys, if you're watching this and you want to take a girl on your first date, don't take her to a movie. It worked for us.
It's easy, though.
It's easy, but it's a cop-out. It's like, hey, we're on a first date. Now let's not talk for 2 hours straight. And then then guys get the whole stupid notion of going,
He definitely did not do that.
no.
I still kind of thought there's a chance he might be a serial killer. A small part of me kind of thought that I was dead. Like when I agreed to go on this date, I was like, well, this could very well be the end of my life. The first date was okay. But I wasn't, like I liked him and I realized that he wasn't, you know, an axe murderer.
Not too much of one, at least.
No, but I was still not very convinced. I was like, this was an okay date. He's a super sweet guy, but it was okay. I don't really see myself going out again. And my brother Steven, when I got back home, he waited up for me, such a sweetie. And we talked about the date, and I go, I don't think I'm gonna go out with him again though. And he goes, no, you have to. You have to go out again. And I said, what? And he said, out of all the guys that you brought around, I like this one the best. He said, so at least go out one more time.
Thank you, Steven.
It was the second date that got me.
Number 3, ooh, I think we're only gonna be on this for a split second. Talk about our first kiss. So our first kiss was actually on our 3rd date, and it was kind of dorky because I'm a dork, I really am. We were on top of this observation type tower deck thing, looking over Birmingham, and I turned to her and asked her if she would be my girlfriend. And she said, yes. It was leading up to this, which was, and this is literally pretty much how it went down. So, since we're boyfriend and girlfriend now, we should probably have our first kiss, right? Isn't that how it went down? Pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah. How lame is that? I will say, however, that we did much better, and it was very romantic at a...
Later that night
at a park. It was a much better first kiss. Number 4. What was the first moment you loved each other?
A month in then.
Huh?
A month into it.
A month into it.
It was like a month, exactly.
And the same for me. Number 5, how did you propose?
I'll let you take that one.
I don't know why I looked at her like, how did you propose?
Oh well, it was a wintry night in 1992.
92?
I was 4.
We were a bit young, but we decided to go ahead and put a ring on it. She had an obsession with children's books.
I still do. I love children's books.
And she still does.
Because I love kids so much.
You guys could see there's a bookcase in there filled with children's books. So I illustrated and drew and printed out a children's book called Randy and Anna Go on a Date. And this book actually outlines the date we went on where I asked her to marry me, down to the exact locations we went, things we did, and then there at the end, while she's in a confused state because of some location we went to, I actually proposed to her in the book. And of course I give this to her while we're there, so she's reading it and she gets to that part and it says that I'm gonna propose to her, and so she just turns and I'm on my knee and la la la, you know,
La la la,
la la la, I'm married. And just like that, we should have eloped right then and there.
Yeah.
Little
statue.
The little statue.
He looks a little different in real life.
He looks a lot different. He's not a silhouette. And
yeah.
I have a Ford Taurus, guys, and that's the Ford Taurus that I drew. However, the Starbucks logo did not do so well. Talk about your wedding. We had a very small wedding and it was very intimate. It was amazing.
That's the way we wanted it though. We wanted a very small wedding and we did not want a long engagement. We just didn't. You know what? What about January? Yeah, we decided January, which was exactly 6 months.
It was perfect. Okay, so the actual wedding though was in this really old schoolhouse and it looked amazing. There's actually an amazing photographer named Bethany who took our pictures, and she and her husband Shane put together a slideshow of the wedding day, and I'm not gonna put it in the video, but I'd love for you guys to check it out. Just click anywhere, click somewhere. I'll put it in here and on the description down below. You can check it out. It's really cool. Our wedding was fabulous and I would not change anything.
We wanted it very simple, and that's
very simple, very small, elegant.
Yeah, that's what happened.
And her mom and Bethany and her mom's friend Dana did an amazing job decorating everything and putting it all together. And then we went to our honeymoon in the Bahamas and came back a week later, and we had a reception, which was for everyone else.
Yeah, we invited all our friends and family. The wedding was just for our close friends.
Very close.
And mostly family. And then the reception was for everybody else that we loved. Here's a picture of our wedding, if you'd like to see it. Or our wedding day.
Can you see it? Can you see it?
Can you see it? That's us. Look how young and little we were.
Young and little.
Young and little.
My hair was much better. I got a haircut that day.
That's how you do it. He also stayed up until 4 on our wedding day, but we won't talk about that. He wasn't partying like you would expect. He was working because he was behind.
Except till 5.
Stayed until 5, so much better. But he didn't tell me this until after we were married, so I couldn't call it off. I was so mad at him. Anyway.
Number 7, talk about the last 2 years of our marriage, because we've been married for 2 years.
2 years.
So just like a 2 years in review, like what do you think?
I will say that the last month I've been thinking we're about to celebrate our 3rd anniversary, and Randy
she's having
I would say something about our 3rd anniversary and he goes second. Our second anniversary.
Second. The first year of our marriage, I was still trying to figure out balancing freelance and balancing work and balancing life. I found that balance and it helped tremendously when I actually just did freelance full time. If I could have changed anything in the last year, honestly what it would have been was we would have been in a house by now. I would love to be in a house instead of being in an apartment. But you know, whatever. God.
You learn a lot though through apartment living.
Yeah.
Like you learn real fast what you don't like.
I forgot to add about the last year. One thing that I did love was we traveled a lot and it was amazing.
We did. I wouldn't change anything though.
I wouldn't change it either.
If I could change anything about that, it would be that we went on even more.
Oh, I know. Me too.
It was a blast traveling, and I can't wait to do that even more. And I think we'll travel a lot this year too, Lord willing.
Number 8, talk about what the future year holds. Just, you know, this is kind of timely. It's the beginning of the year, and what do you think 2014 is going to hold for the Andersons?
Lord willing, this year we will be closer to starting a family, and whether that means we get pregnant or we adopt, we want to be, like I said, closer to starting a family this year. A house. We want to be in our first house, which is huge and exciting and scary.
The house isn't huge, but we want to be.
It won't be huge.
The event will be huge.
Was that not clear?
No, you made it sound like it was going to be a frightening mansion.
We're going to have a mansion.
No, not just a mansion, but a frightening one. You said huge and scary.
Halloween will be fun.
I don't think I want this house. I want to travel a lot more. I honestly want to meet a bunch of YouTubers. Like I would love, and that sounds kind of weird, I would love to meet other people like you that watch YouTube and make YouTube videos. I do want to serve my wife more, and I want to be more of I want one thing. I want Anna to be able to look back at 2014 and go, if nothing else, Randy has shown me how much he loves me during this year.
Aww.
I just want to be able to look back on 2014 and say, I have given her my all. If you like this video, then you should subscribe. You can do so by clicking on me. We put out videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday about our lives and other things, just, you know, whatever we feel like putting out for you guys to enjoy. And you can keep up with them by clicking over here to subscribe. Or, if you want to see more,
check out our previous video in which we go bowling with some good friends. It's a lot of fun. You could also follow us on Twitter.
Yes, on Twitter, I am at @JRandyAnderson.
And I am at According to Anna.
We love having conversations with you guys. It's a lot of fun. It really is. You can also check us out on Facebook. Give us a like on there. We are at facebook.com/RandyAndersonTV. Links to both of those will be in the description down below. You should give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below. Tell us what you like and even what you don't like. Share this with your friends. Maybe do one of your own if you're a married couple. Or, you know, if you're just a couple, change it up. Change a few things up and just put your own one on there. I don't care. Doesn't matter to us. We're cool. Until next time, 3, 2, 1. God bless. Love you.
Love you.